Hi,
Okay.
everybody. Hi. It's nice to see you all. And welcome back to our dear beloved Susan Lynn. We missed you so much.
Thank you guys. I really missed you guys, really and truly. I was like, wow, I miss my peeps.
I know. It's hard to get step away because it's almost like I won't say it's an addiction, but it's something like it, I guess. I don't know. It's just like you say, a warm, fuzzy feeling in the community. So welcome back, everybody, and welcome to Susan. Susan was telling me a little bit about her time in New Mexico. I don't know if you want to share anything with the viewers.
Sure,
You're welcome
sure.
to do that. Okay.
Yeah, good to see you guys. Thank you guys so much for showing up today. I really appreciate it. I really do I miss you guys. I missed you guys. I did very little. I was in northern New Mexico and it was pretty I was pretty isolated, but it was beautiful, natural, nature, healing time for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I was
Yep.
telling Allie that boy, when you go from a red state to a blue state, it's amazing. You know, masks everywhere. There's signage everywhere. There's big billboards saying respect New Mexico. I know some of you guys,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who all is going to be here today, but I know we have some New Mexico viewers
Yeah.
here.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, people wore masks and people were courteous about it. And you know, as soon as I literally came back over the Texas line to get gas, no mask. People look
Impressive.
at you like you're a crazy because I'm still in the mask mode, right? I'm still
Right.
wearing my
Right.
mask. So
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's quite the difference. Great to see
Yeah.
you guys. Thanks for coming.
I know. Everybody thinks you're looking good, Susan, and they're so
Ah,
happy that you're back. Yeah, you do. You look happy, you look
oh good.
relaxed, and a little bit of sun. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody's
yeah.
saying
Nature
hello.
is
Yeah.
amazing for me, right? I mean, nature is my healer,
Uh-huh. Oh
honestly.
yeah.
And my spirit guides
And
will
I
visit
bet
me.
I know I was going to say you crossed some people over while you were there, and I bet you didn't see that as work. You just saw that as a spiritual task. Yeah. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
awesome. Yeah.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
great.
And you know, I found out that this lady that has this property, it's 1,300 acres in northern New Mexico, and
Ooh.
her
Wow.
grandparents had it, and then it kind of fell into disrepair, and then she got involved and kind of took it over. Although the family still basically owns it, she's the one that took it over and
Mhm.
created this sort of casitas on it and whatnot. I found out the day before I was leaving that she was closing it down.
Oh,
And I
why?
thought, I wonder if that's why that Native American family came to me because they knew that there weren't going to be very many people coming at all. I mean, the odds
Right.
of mediums coming there are high, right? I mean, this is New
Yeah,
Mexico.
yeah,
This place is
sure.
magical. So surely other mediums could have come and also crossed these people over. But I think they knew that that the window was closing
Window
and
was
she had been
closing.
closed all year last year. So,
Oh,
interestingly
okay.
enough, when I first got there, I met these other people that were staying there, and I, you know, you talk about what do you do for a living, and I told them, and she says, "Oh my gosh, I was out last night looking at the stars, and I saw this little boy run by, and he didn't want to be noticed, and but he was dead." And I said, "Oh, do you often see dead people?" And she said, "No, I never seen this before. I don't know what happened." And she was white as a ghost anyway. And I was like,
Oh, I
"Okay,
bet.
honey, you
Sure.
gotta talk." But this little boy, so my last day there, upon hearing that they
Mhm.
were going to close, you know, be permanently closed, I thought, gosh, I wonder if that little boy wants to cross over. And I thought, well, what I'll do is I'll go take my walk around the lake before I
Mhm.
leave and I'll just ask. Do you know what I mean? I'll just
Yeah,
ask, does anybody else
yeah.
want to be crossed over? And I ended up crossing over him. At first, he didn't want to be crossed over. But I ended up crossing him over because my sales job for crossing people over is, you know, he was like, "Look, I love this place. I don't care. I don't want any of these people here anyway. I don't, you know, I don't need these
Yeah.
people here. I'm happy."
Mhm.
And I said, "But you know, you can come back if you cross over to the light. It's you can come back here. You could go visit
Mhm.
your dog that's over there. You can go visit whoever you want. You're not stuck. You're actually
You're
have
not
more
stuck
freedom."
somewhere. Yeah,
So
yeah.
then he started
Wow.
chattering at me, and then he ended up wanting to cross over. He didn't want to cross over at first because, and this is very common, his father was what he says his father was strict. I would say that his father was abusive. The reason
Oh.
that Kara, this woman that was staying there, saw him running was because when he had to do chores, if he had to go do chores, his father made him run. You could not
Oh.
walk. You had to run. And it didn't matter if it was full of snow or if it was hot or raining. It didn't matter. He had to run as fast as he could to go do whatever chores dad told him to do. And
Oh.
also he was it's a big long story, but he became a chatterbox. He told me all about everything, and I did video record it, and I don't know if I'm going to post it. I think I might.
Mhm.
But we did cross him over, and he was happy. His aunt, it's so cute. His aunt. Okay, so how the reason he decided to even go over, because when there's no one over there that you want to be with, like if your dad was
Right.
abusive, his
Abusive. Yeah.
mother ran off, his dad was abusive, he didn't want to see any of those people. But he did
Hmm.
have this aunt, which turned out to be his great aunt. His great
Okay.
aunt lived in the city, I think maybe St. Louis or something. And when the mom ran off, the two boys, him and his older brother, went to live with the great aunt for 1 year because the dad needed to
Oh.
figure out, what I was going to be doing. It was his aunt, the dad's aunt. Well, he got a
Oh.
taste of city life. He didn't love it, but he did love the hard candies. His aunt, he called her, his aunt would feed him hard candies, and he didn't
Uh-huh.
get booed or smacked, or he didn't have to run. He got
Right.
his first real shoes. So anyway,
Wow.
she's the one that came and got him.
That's great. That gives me the chills.
Yeah,
It's
and
like,
then the other thing
yeah.
was a 3-year-old little kid, a little baby. I thought I had crossed it over. I didn't video it, but it was late. I was getting dark, and I saw it came to me, and I thought I crossed it over. I brought the grandmother down. I assumed everything went fine. Normally I wait, but it was, when
Uh-huh.
you're out there and you're a half a mile from your cabin and it's dark, and all you have is your cell phone light, I mean, you need to hustle. So I didn't wait. Well, it turns out that little baby didn't cross over because the little baby didn't like the grandmother. It's a long story. But anyway, I crossed the baby over too. So that was
Excellent.
what I did before I left.
Wow, what services you did. That's fabulous. That's so good. It's like
Well,
you
I
you
don't
were pulled
normally
to go
look
there.
for them,
Yeah. I
but
know.
I
I
thought
know.
I would ask since this is being closed down. I didn't want, and I thought
So
the
she's
baby
just
had crossed
closing.
over.
Is she
She
just
is
closing for the
closing.
season?
No,
The
she's closing
season?
permanently. Um,
Why?
well,
Oh,
this is a good topic, actually. I think
okay.
she told me, she said, I always wanted to live abroad. Now this woman is probably my age, or she's probably 45 to 55 or 60, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm 56.
Mhm.
She said I always wanted to live abroad, and I know psychically what happened was she spent a year without having to, think about managing 8 casitas, the
Oh,
laundry, and
sure.
all of the beautiful natural area and the people checking in and out. And that's what she's done for the last 11 years. And I think during COVID, when she had that whole year of peace and quiet,
Hmm.
and she could do whatever she wanted, and she did a
Yeah,
lot of soul searching,
I
she
understand.
realized, I want to do something different. It gave us all this
It did
expansive
time to,
time and
yeah,
room
it did.
to
Yeah.
think about it, and then couple that
Hmm.
with 2021 as a change year. It's a number 5 year.
Hmm.
Well, guess what? Everybody's bugging out. So she just
That's
decided, I'm
beautiful.
moving abroad. I've always wanted to live abroad. There's nothing, her kids are grown. She doesn't have a relationship. I mean, why not? So it's heartbreaking because I'm telling you, that place is absolutely magical. Magical. Really magical. But anyway, so that's what happened.
Sorry, I was spinning and frozen. I apologize.
Oh no. Okay. Well, I'm sorry to be jibber jabbering, you guys.
No, I'm glad you are. I think everybody wants to hear about it. So I'm going to just, before we do the questions, I just want to say hello, everybody. Marg, Melinda, Michelle, Ron, Buffy, Marg. Everybody's so happy to see you. Patty,
Buy
Renee.
it. T-Barb says for me to buy it. It's not for sale, but I couldn't afford it. At 1,300 acres in northern New Mexico. And she's really, truly got some of the most beautiful property. It's a natural spring-fed lake. in the middle of high
Oh,
desert. So how often does that happen? But the family, I did ask her, she was going to sell it, and she's the um, the family as a whole still owns it.
okay.
So
So they may
she's just,
reopen it. Yeah.
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 You know what?
Without her.
You never know. And you know how lucky am I that the last night I was there, she's closing it in about a week. One of her very frequent visitors came and brought her sound bowls, and we did a sound bowl gratitude for the land, gratitude for the place, healing. The very last night I was there, I was like, "This is amazing."
Oh, Susan, that is so
Sound healing is
beautiful.
amazing.
Really.
You
I
guys, please
know.
look up a sound healer. Go get a sound healing.
Go get a sound bath.
Transformative.
Yeah,
It's transformative.
I bet it is. The same with different types of chant music. I think it can be very transformative as well. But wouldn't it be nice for the YouTube spiritual community to buy it and just like live
Oh yeah.
there? And
Well, listen, that's how I know. That's how I knew she was closing it down, because I asked her. I said, I want to rent this, because she would rent the whole thing, right, for like weddings
right.
or whatever, because it's perfect. It's self-contained. And that I wanted to rent it for a retreat, like let's get
Yeah.
us all there,
Right.
but
Right.
that's how I found out. But yes, it would be amazing. And I think we should all next year. I think we will be doing that. I think that,
Mhm.
listen, just yesterday, you and Jen and I can think of her
Terry.
last name, but not her first name right now. So
Terry.
Nikki, Terry,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
all together, and that's what I see happening next year. Is all
Yep.
of us getting together
It
physically.
it is, and it's so amazing. And when I got there, I had met Jen before, but not Terry. But I felt like I knew her already for 30 years or something. I don't know. It
Isn't
was
that
just
amazing?
amazing. It is
I love it.
amazing. Yeah. So it's like this, just as like an affirmation of love. It really is. It's just so wonderful. Yeah. Well,
And you're in
Andrea
the right
and
place with the right people.
right pace, right people. I don't want to forget anybody, Stone Marble. Thank you all for being here. And GGB, I see you too. Anne Marie's been very busy with the starseed
Dr. Gail.
astrology.
Uh-huh.
Dr. Gail, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So it's awesome. Yeah, everybody's coming. Gina Labrie and Terry Suzuki have their own channels now. We're just moving on here. Yeah, I know, it's wonderful,
Our
and
community is growing.
it's growing. It's growing and growing. So yes, I'm just going to mention again that any readers that are here and any subscribers that are here that want to come on and give me 30-minute personal resilience, if you want to watch on my channel. Yesterday I had Cat Mama on there. She was late, so you can go like to 15, 20 minutes past the hour, and she does what I'm going to be doing with other people. I've got about 6 or 7 already signed up to do it. So we want to make this like a documentary. And so this is why we're doing it. So please let me know. Just email me at Heart and Soul Connected. And again, Susan, thank you. I'm so happy to see you. Susan also sent me some beautiful rocks, and she sent me the dog tarot for my birthday, and I love it. I can't wait to start using it. It's great. Thank you, Susan.
You're so
and
welcome.
A really nice card. Yeah, and look what Jennifer gave me.
Oh,
Shiva Eye.
oh
It's
nice.
called a Shiva Eye, and from that beautiful place in Canada. So I know.
Wow.
And Anne Marie gave me a bee, and Terry gave me some turquoise. It's just been very nice. And Jean gave me a free reading. So yeah.
Yay.
I had birthday lasting me all week and a weekend. It's okay.
Woo-hoo.
It's fine. Yeah. But really the gift is everyone here, honestly. My gift is being able to do this with Susan and others and to be here with you all. So thank you so much.
It is a gift. Thank you guys.
It
Thanks,
is.
everybody.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. Let's see. We have Auntie D asking a question. Wants to know, she's left her career because of the stress and lack of joy it brought her. She feels a little bit lost, doesn't know how to focus on the future. Can you let me know what the guides say about what my career focus should be? Auntie D.
Thank you, Sandra Friedland. Auntie D.
Oh, yes, thank you, Sandra.
Let me look at that, Auntie D. So you are you're a doer. You've been putting other people first. I mean, a lot of women do, right? And you're the problem, dear, is you've been looking everywhere else for what to do. And we all do this, right? We all look around and see what's available to us instead of making something that we want to do. We sort of look and see what's available. What can I do that's available to me?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I've done that.
We've all done that. This is something
Yeah.
that the spirit guides have been talking a lot about. We just talked about this woman who ran the place where I was at, and she finally said, wait, I can do something different. I love this, and
Yep.
I've honored to have done it, but I can do something different. This is what they want you to do, dear. They really want you to do some soul searching. I can't tell you exactly what to do, and here's why. It's got to come from you. It's not, you're not going to believe it. You're not going to you're going to
Yeah.
think you're going to think that's a great idea, but I could never do that. I could never pull that off. Right.
Yep.
But let me tell you this, it's coming. You need time off. You need some space. You're a person who likes to ruminate and think about things and turn things over. You're a very deep thinker. You're very private. Everything stays in here. You don't often tell people what you're thinking or what you want or your dreams. They tend to stay up here. And that's fine, but you've got to act on it. If you'll just take some time, it's coming. They're pushing you, they're guiding you. Pushing, that's what
Yeah.
I think they do
Yeah.
with me. They're guiding you, dear. What do you think,
Uh-huh.
Aley?
Well, I got these beautiful new cards called the Tao of Wisdom because I'm teaching a Taoism series, and I love them. They hit right the nail on the head. And it says the God of Wealth. And then I pulled another card, and it was Success. Oops, sorry. So I'm feeling as though once you do figure it out, it's going to go for you. It says here that the monetary God is knocking at your door, and it's a sign of gain in financial success and portends good fortune in health, relationships, career, and family. So I agree with Susan. Of course, we couldn't tell you anyway. I know your guides are going to be reticent to tell you. They want you to figure it out. But once you do, boom, I see it going. I see it really going fast. Yeah.
And guys, if you guys ask us a specific question, the guides will answer a specific question. Should I go into X or Y? I can read that energy even if they don't answer the question. But when you leave it really open, like what should I do? Then the guides
Yeah.
give you a very general, we love you, we want you to be happy. But I'm going to tell you that you really do have an idea of what you want to do. You really do. It's a dream. You're kind of holding it again close to your chest.
Yeah.
Do the dream. Aley says you're going to be successful. Do the dream.
So it's very interesting that I have talked to so many different people, and they have either come onto YouTube or done something that sort of put their face out there. And there's so many introverts. They're telling me they've always been an introvert, and yourself included. Yeah. And I don't want to go in front of a lot of people. I don't want to. And even Terry, when I talked to her yesterday, she was saying she's an introvert, but she's dealing just with this channel, and there's nobody in the room, so to speak. You have a forum. I'm not saying that this woman should do YouTube, but it might be something that you're reticent to do, like Susan said, because you don't feel you have the capability. Yeah.
That's right. It's a dream. We hold our dreams so close. We don't ever even try to do them a lot of times because we don't want it to be crushed.
Right. And I have to tell you, I've tried many times to start a business, and failed many times. I don't think that was the right way to go. My feeling is you do it because you love it, and if it becomes a business, so be it. Or take a leap like Susan's guides had her do when she left her photography business and went on YouTube, or started doing readings. Yeah, it's amazing. Thank you for your Buffy and Sandra for your kind gifts. Sandra has, I don't know anything about this. Does anybody else? I didn't know Chris Rock was on life support. Can you check in on him, Susan?
No? I didn't know. Let's see. It just says, oh, wow. One thing says he has COVID.
Mm,
Yeah, I was getting lungs. I was getting lungs.
okay. Wow.
I got to tell you guys, man, when I go into the energy with people with COVID, oh my God, I
You
feel
can't
like
breathe.
I
Yeah.
can't breathe. And I
Yeah.
and it and then even like I have like an elephant sitting on my chest, and then even with that, if I could push it up and expand my lungs, there's like no air in there. I don't understand that. Maybe that's kind of how you feel if you have asthma or something.
Oh,
Um,
yeah. 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 You tend to panic and then you want to catch a deep breath and you can't when you have
right.
asthma. Yeah.
I don't know. Somebody says there's a picture of him. But everybody, CNN is saying he has COVID.
Oh,
WebMD is saying he has COVID. Everybody is
oh
saying he
boy.
has COVID. So I don't know. Um,
Okay.
but
Wow.
anyway, prayers for him. Anyway,
Yep.
prayers for everybody.
Absolutely. Prayers
I
for
don't care who
everybody.
you are, red,
Hmm.
blue, I don't care. If you have COVID, my prayers are
Absolutely.
for you and your family to become healed. Absolutely.
Absolutely. And other conditions that may have been taking a back seat because of COVID.
Oh my
There's some
gosh.
hospitals that are not treating people because there's no room. So yes, I send blessings out. We always do. We send blessings to all of you, and named or unnamed, and know that white light is around you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I hope that I'm sorry to hear that Chris Rock is sick. I hope he's okay.
Yeah.
All right, Buffy, since you I'm gonna do your reading that you did, you posted, and it was, what do the guides want Buffy to know? Buffy, can you tell me about what? Do they want you to know something about a relationship, or don't you need a more specific?
Yeah, I mean, but
Yeah.
I'm already getting
Okay.
something about
Are you okay?
her. Um but it is true. If you ask specific questions, they'll give you specific answers, or I can read the specific energy. But I would say that what I'm getting for you, Buffy, is okay, there's a couple of things going on here. Do you have something going on with your teeth, with your gums, or I'm feeling some I don't know, dental work, I don't know, or something with my gums. Secondly, they're telling me you're too hard on yourself,
Mm,
that you're critical of yourself, that you would never be critical of other people, that you are very open and loving and accepting of other people's flaws, or like if somebody's late or if somebody lets you down, oh, it's okay. But boy, you're a little bit tough on yourself compared. So what they want you to do is this is going to open up a lot of things for you if you do this. If you treated yourself the way you treat others, in other words, it's okay, Buffy, you're running late. And I do, trust me, you guys, I had to do this. I had to do this self-talk because I'm a Virgo, number
uh-huh.
one. Number two, very critical of
Uh-huh.
myself. I had to go through that thing. So where you say, oh, Susan, and I hate to be late. Oh my God, I'm very punctual. Oh
Me
my gosh,
too.
I'm late. I'm
Uh-huh.
late. I should have done this, or I should have, berate yourself, right? I could have, rah, rah, rah. Okay, what they're saying is that grace that you give others, give it to yourself. And that is
Absolutely.
powerful. If you will do that, Buffy, I'm getting chills. They're telling me doors will fly open for you. Like double
Hmm.
doors, not just one door, like double doors. Um,
Hmm.
so
Hmm.
I see that you've been working on it, and that's great. Let me also tell you that a way you can work on that as well is catching it and doing self-talk. So like I would catch myself and say, well, Susan, um, you're only human. Sometimes, you're not aware of the time. You were running late, and gosh, next time maybe don't start something before, give yourself all the grace you've given everybody else, right? And then secondly, mirror work. I could talk about this every day for the rest of my life.
Right.
Louise Hay, who I love, she started this thing called mirror work. Basically, you look in the
Mhm.
mirror and you say, I love you, Susan. You're a beautiful soul, Susan. You're a kind and gentle person who deserves respect and love, Susan. You talk to yourself in the
Uh-huh.
mirror. The eyes are the windows of the soul. You're literally rewriting your internal scripts while you're doing that mirror work, and it will raise your vibration and it will open those doors for you, dear.
Mhm.
And that's for
Wow.
everybody.
And
That's
that's a
for all
message.
of us, right?
That's for everybody. I was just going to say that. Yeah, that's a message for everybody. That message is so important for everyone to realize that they can be their own worst enemy sometimes because they berate themselves too much and they bring that negative thing in. Instead, turn it around and say, I am that. I am okay. I'm enough. I do the best I can, that kind of thing. So hope that helps, Buffy.
Yes, Buffy.
Um,
You're a sweet, sweet person, dear. You deserve it. You have a lot of things you need to work around about deserving. I don't deserve. And it's from childhood. It's listen
uh-huh.
guys, when we're carrying around as adults, in my case, real adult, when you're carrying that stuff still around, it's like that's from your childhood. It's time to let it go. That
Time
doesn't
to
apply.
say goodbye. Yep, absolutely. Thank
What
you.
did you get, Allie? Did you pull a card?
I pulled one of the Tao cards because I'm just feeling Taoish, and it says longevity. It says attend to things before they become a problem, Buffy. Especially
Oh,
take care of yourself on all levels. Pursue a healthy lifestyle to attain mental clarity and physical wellness. Be flexible and try a different approach if one doesn't work. So, very apropos. Very apropos. Beautiful messages from the Tao. I love the Tao. So, all right, Carla B, thank you for your donation as well. We appreciate it. And let's see. Somebody,
good to
Libra
see
Lady says
everybody.
there's a picture of Chris Rock outside with his daughter. Wow. So maybe I don't know, maybe it was before, maybe it was after. I'm not
Yeah, I don't
sure.
know. All I know
Yeah.
is CNN and WebMD is saying it. I don't know if this I don't know, but I do feel when I go into
Mm-hmm.
his energy, I do feel um his chest. He's probably been vaccinated. He might have a very light case of COVID, right? He
Maybe.
might be able to be
Yeah.
out and about walking around. I mean, I kind of hope not, but anyway, I don't know what's happening with that, guys.
Lisa Yeager, thank you for your donation. This is very good to know. See, she uses the mirror to help her anxiety. She didn't know it was a thing. So you intuitively knew, dozen cats. Yeah, you knew that would help you. That's fabulous.
Exactly.
Yeah. Some people are using those spinner things. Have you seen those
Mhm.
spinner things? Yeah, I've seen people do that. And I like this one too. Cut yourself some slack. Yeah. Absolutely. Yes, it does help. Thank you so much. All right. I'm going to go back to here. Valerie Rita says, I'm wondering if you could help me. I would appreciate it. This is going to be a difficult one, I believe. She wants to know
Okay.
if her husband's cheating on her and is he
Oh
sorry
man.
for it? I know. I'm sorry if you even think it. I've had it
Valerie, I
happen to me
think a lot of
in
us
my
have
life.
been there. I've
We
been
have.
there. I think a lot of
Uh,
us have been there.
we have.
Okay,
Yes.
dear. Here's what I have to say. Here's what the guides have to say about it. They're saying something along the lines of what Allie said. Um, if you think it, then there's a problem. It doesn't matter if the person is cheating on you or not. It means that there's a trust issue there, and number
Mhm.
one, there's a trust issue. Number two, you're unhappy. So there's problems. Um, I'm talking to them. I think you would say they're saying something like you would say that you're not unhappy, that you are happy. But the thing is that there seems to be a construct, like right, like the house or the family or the connections or the safety of being in a relationship. That's the part that you're happy with. If you took away the construct and you just put you and this person together with nothing else, no house, no car, no careers, no body, you are alone on a desert island with them, there would be problems. There would be communication problems. I feel that there's distance between you. I think that there's distance that cannot be bridged anymore very easily. There's mistrust. I think that he pulls away, right? He pulls his emotions, he pulls his love, his what he pulls away from you. That's how
Mm.
he deals with you. When he wants to, what's the word they're using? Punish you, or if you've done something that he doesn't like, he pulls away, right? That's how he keeps you in line. And you're a very loving person. I don't it
Mm.
The bottom line is I think you would be happier if you got some therapy with him. If and that's going to tell you everything. If he'll go into therapy and he'll be 100% present,
Yep.
100% devoted to working through things, then it's a deal. You can work it out with him. If you go into therapy and he doesn't, or he refuses to go into therapy, it doesn't matter if he's having an affair. Let me tell you something. I was with somebody for 20 years who had affairs. I did everything. I hired private eyes. I just needed proof. I'm a Virgo. I just needed proof. I never got proof. Never. And even if I did, it wouldn't matter. They would have never admitted it. So at some point, you have to do it for you. Okay? Does
You
that make
do.
I hope that makes sense?
You do. Yes. I had similar. I was 7 months pregnant, 8 months and into 8 months pregnant, and my ex-husband had been cheating on me with a woman at work in the car in the parking lot for months, and I had a dream about that.
Yeah.
That's how much I knew. I already knew, but I didn't want to know. I was pregnant. I was having his child, that kind of thing. And it was true. And, it took me a long time, but I realized I didn't need him. I was fine, So this card is very appropriate. It's leadership. It says, become the leader. Yes. You're in charge. You're in charge. Put yourself in charge, Valerie. You are being called upon to lead and overcome barriers and employ your power with honor and wisdom and unstoppable momentum. So you take the first step. Don't wait for him to take that step. You be the leader. And I wish you well. And I'm sorry you're going through this. It's a horrible thing. To even think it is horrible, but to know that it probably is true. And I don't think they feel sorry for it because they always come up with some reason why it happened, so.
And if you're looking for a litmus test, if you're looking for a test, do the therapy. And if this person, does the therapy, then and is present and doesn't gaslight you, then try to work it out. If they don't, there's your test. Don't forget proof about the affair. Use therapy as your proof. Are you in this relationship or not? Are you with me or not? And you can't stand on your own 2 feet. I'm going to tell you something my guides have been saying about all of us. We are more powerful than we know. But we give our power away, right? We give our power away to our relationships or our work or to our kids or even to the Republicans or something. We have to stand in our own power.
Right. Wrap yourself in your power because, you can put that blanket around yourself and know that thank you, Susan. That's beautiful advice. Very nice. I believe that last week, Sue-Ann, I'm sorry, that her son Colin transitioned.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And Jen and Jean, or Jen and Terry, because they substituted, were able to see some things. I'm going to let you do it as well, because I think that, we all, that's a tragic thing for a mother. My goodness.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for your loss. That's really, really hard. Tremendously hard, I think. So the question that you have, Sue-Ann, is if he is transitioned. Well, yes, of course he has transitioned. He's either with somebody that likes guitars or he liked guitars or music. It could be that he's with someone that I can't tell. But there's something having to do with guitars or music. He's talking about. Um, he sends us love. He loves you. He's also talking about dad. I think he loves everybody. He sends us love. Dad. He wants to talk about dad. I don't know if you're in the chat, dear. Is dad
Yeah,
having a
she is.
particularly hard time? He may be having a hard time that you don't know about. And I don't want to take anything away from you or your grief here. Oh, he did like guitars and
Mhm.
music. Okay, piano. Yes, I was starting to get other instruments. That's why I kept saying music. Um, I don't want to take anything away from your grief. I know that you're here and your husband's not here, but he feels like he's telling me he feels like that his dad is despondent or just yeah, dad is having a
Mm.
hard time. I mean, like emotional and just crying.
Mhm. Mm.
He's really worried about his dad. He's worried about you, but he says that you well, he's saying you handle things better than dad. I don't know if that
Oh.
is something that you are aware of, but he thinks that you when it push comes to shove, he says basically you're emotionally stronger than his dad. He's also saying that his dad he thinks it would be a good idea if you guys could go to grief counseling, to a grief counseling group, or a group where they talk about having lost a child. Um, I feel like I feel like he's showing me you may have to drive him there, or you may have to actually be the person to start this process, and then he'll do it after you go a couple of times, because I don't think this is you. I don't think you would like to be in a group. I mean, you respect people's grief, you respect people's right to grieve any way they want, but I don't feel like being in a group is the way you want to grieve. But I think like
Mhm.
this is what oh, you just set up grief counseling. Great, great. um Once you get him going, he's going to be fine. He'll go on his own. The whole point is your son is trying to say is you probably only have to go 3 times, mom. um, I think you will go about every other time, and your husband will go every time. Does that make sense? Like you won't need to go all the time, but you will find it helpful. You seem to be a little bit more cerebral in like you grieve cerebrally. I don't know how else to describe that except for that it's almost an intellectual thing. Like your heart hurts, you've cried, I know all those things, but you just have a different way of grieving. Your husband is just emoting, like his whole body is a ball of emotions.
Wow.
God bless him. Um, he's going to get better. Let me just say this, Allie. I'm sorry because I'm connected. I
No,
can't
no,
stop.
no, it's fine.
Um,
Yeah.
he's your husband, because your son is so worried about your husband. He's gonna get a lot better. Okay. He's this is gonna this grief counseling is really gonna help him. And I don't know if you did grief group, but he keeps saying group, mom. Not only grief counseling with a counselor, but group, because your husband needs to hear. He needs to see 8 or 10 other parents that have lost kids. It's gonna make it his perspective. It's gonna give him perspective, and it's I don't know. It's your husband likes to care for other people too, so he's gonna get wrapped up in like helping them in a way, right? And then that's gonna get him out of his grief. So anyway, it's the group thing. Um, what else does
Yeah.
he want to say? He's fine. He's fine. He wants you to know he's fine. You know, he says, "Mom, you know I'm fine. I know you know he's fine." But it always helps to have a confirmation,
Have an
right?
affirmation. Yeah. Yeah.
He has been in the house. I know that you've sensed him in the house. He has been in the house. He has been. Is there stairs? Was his bedroom upstairs or something? I feel like there's stairs, some kind of thing about stairs. Um, and I feel like there's carpet. Is there carpet somewhere? I don't know. He's saying
Mm.
it's soft on your feet. Um, Maybe there's stairs downstairs. I don't know. Anyway, I want to just say that he's been in the house and he doesn't want to freak dad out. So he's not going to freak dad out. But I think you've been asking for confirmation from him. I feel like you've really asked him to reach out to you. His bedroom, upstairs, and carpet. Okay, yes. Didn't something move of his? I'm getting chills. There's drumsticks. Drumsticks. Where'd that come from? Did he have drumsticks? What the hell?
Wow.
Drumsticks. I don't know. He's saying something moved or he moved something and you were thinking your mind was playing tricks on you. I swear I can't stop seeing drumsticks. I don't know what the drumsticks are about. Anyway, he's going to give you messages, okay? Just believe them. He's like, Mom, you got to believe it. If I go to all this work and do this and you don't believe it, then I've wasted a lot of time and energy. He's like, it's not easy, Mom. So he's like, you got to believe it. When you get these things that happen, the lights flicker. He's like, that's easy. But smells? Smells. I don't know. He's going to do something about smells. You're going to smell something.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. He says you better not only up here, Mom, not messages, but here in your heart.
Yeah.
Okay. Get out of the head, get into the heart. So it's okay to just sit down and bring that message into your heart. That's where he wants it to go. He wants you to feel it in your heart. Wow, this guy's talking. I feel like you hugged him, or there was a hug, or a really tight hug, like tight. That's where he wants you to feel it. He wants you to feel that. Okay, you did smell. Well, if you thought you smelled it, you smelled it. That's what he wants you to believe, right? Smells are weird. Like we all smell cigarette smoke when there's nobody clearly smoking cigarettes. And you might even ask somebody in the same room and they don't smell it. So you just think you're crazy.
Right.
You're not crazy. That's actually called clairalience. Clairalience is smelling something that's in spirit. So he is definitely it's something about smells and moving something. He's moving something on you because you're very he says you have a photographic memory, like you almost always know. I know I left that right here. Like you visualize where you leave things. And he's moving things on you. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up with that. But he's he loves you, he loves you, he loves you, he loves Dad. And is there a sister or a girlfriend or some kind of girl? I can't leave her out for some reason. He keeps talking about her peripherally. Not his primary worry at this point was Dad, and to tell you that he loved you. But there's also some kind of girl. I don't know if she's a sister or a friend or a girlfriend who's been talking to him a lot and asking. And she talks to him. I don't know who that is.
Wow.
I don't know I don't know. But anyway, he wants to tell everybody that he loves them. He loves all the friends. There's a lot of friends. He's what a great kid. What a great kid.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. It's like that kid was just waiting for that door to open. Boom. And he came in. Wow. That's so awesome.
Yeah, once he has a hold of me, I can't stop talking. I have to keep going until it all comes out.
Yep.
It might have been his neighbor. Okay.
There you go. All right. I got the sage, and what I just heard was very sageful. But it could be also, Sue Ann, that you will learn from these experiences and teach and inspire other people. Or like Susan said, your husband might do as well. This is, very introverted people especially don't always want to get involved with all this, but it looks like you will be doing that. What's happening is part of your voyage. And with each step, you gain wisdom and understanding of your own calling. So it could have been a soul contract. I'm not sure. It could have been something that you decided very early or early enough that, anyway, that doesn't diminish any pain, but yes. Awesome.
Yeah, it doesn't. I'm sorry. Sometimes I give
Yeah.
these messages and
Yeah.
I feel like they're not emotional, but he needed to get the message out. Like he had a lot to say. But he loves you so much,
Yeah.
Mom. He loves you so much. Yeah. Oh,
Jen
great.
says
Okay,
hello and
Nami.
welcome
Okay.
back.
Hey, Jen's World.
Yay.
Good to see you, girlfriend. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be on Jen's World Thursday night, or she's gonna be on my
There
channel
you
Sunday.
go. Yep.
And Sue Ann is a member of NAMI, a NAMI, or however you say it. So you're right. She's
Oh,
already taken that
okay.
sort of role.
I know, that's wonderful. Well, you're going to be doing more of it, is from what the cards say, and also sounds like what Susan said as well. We send you lots of love, honestly. My son's middle name is Colin, so yeah. Okay, Kathy D would like to know, do her parents Clarence and Edna, who passed over years ago, have a message for her? Kathy D.
Kathy D. and Clarence and Edna. Just a second.
Uh-huh.
The longer they're over there, the kind of a little bit further away, sometimes their energy can
Mm-hmm.
be. Um, it doesn't mean that you can't contact them. It just means that it takes a little bit longer for them to get here. Love. I'm feeling love. I'm hearing loving energy towards you. Very please let me know. I don't know if you're in the chat, Kathy D. Because it is possible, especially when energies are this far away, that I could be reading another energy. But these parents are looking at you with love, with pride, parental, this kind of sweetness. It's very sweet. It's not it's I mean, I hate to say this, but it's a little bit unusual, right? Usually parents disagree, or one is this way and one is that way, but both of your parents just seem to be very sweet people. um Somewhat
Mm-hmm.
gentle and quiet. um I think somebody has a sense of humor. I don't know if it's, I'm trying to figure out if it's Clarence or Edna. Um, I think they both had a sense of humor. They were quiet, but they could have a sense of humor when they were with family, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
their message to you is that they just love you. They're very proud of you. They're saying that you've accomplished a lot. Whether you think so or not, in their eyes, you've accomplished a lot. And that's the energy that they have, are those kind of parents that think, the kind of parent that would think that you were the best at everything, even though you were like, I really wasn't, but that's the energy that they have. Um, they're just so darn proud of you. I don't know. Okay, Kathy D, you're in the chat. Okay. Does this make sense for your parents? That they would be they would be proud of you. Um, they have this really loving and sort of happy look and energy about them. Um, they're very close together, which means that they had a good relationship.
Mm-hmm.
They were tight, you know. Um, but anyway, that's what I'm getting. If you have any other questions or anything, you can let me know. But they send love. They're proud of you. They're happy for you. Um, they show me you being really busy, like you're constantly doing things, or maybe your career. You've grown in your career.
Mm.
So yeah, hopefully that makes sense, dear.
Well, I got contentment for you, Kathy D. Contentment.
Contentment.
I'm feeling that they are content in their position, and but they're telling you don't overexert yourself, and no extra effort is needed. Balance your humility with confidence. Soft is strong, great is low. because remember, in the Tao, we don't push things. We take the time we need. We don't try to make things happen. We allow things to flow. We let things happen. So that's their message to you. Bless you.
That makes sense. Contentment. That makes sense. They're just so contented with her.
Right, right. And they're together, so they're content as well.
They're together. Yeah.
They are. Okay, I got two more from the board. And if just so you know, anybody that's new here, if you could like and subscribe to both my channel and Susan Lynn Psychic Medium, we would love it. We would also love you to give me some thumbs ups here. We appreciate that. And if you want a reading with Susan Lynn, she does readings, and you just need to write her at SusanLynnPsychicMedium@gmail. Is that correct?
SusanLynnMedium@gmail.com.
Oh, at Gmail. Okay. At Medium.
SusanLynnMedium@gmail. And also I'm here every Sunday at noon Central Time, that is. And so how you get a reading in this particular space is you go to Aley's community page on her channel. So you go to her main channel, go to the community page, and you'll see a listing for messages for Susan Lynn.
That's right. Thank you. I also have them when I work with Medium Kim. But I'm also on Jen's channel Monday nights, but we just kind of riff. We go with the flow. And that's what we did yesterday when we got back from the march or rally. Okay. Tiffany M wants to know, do you see me living in Norway within 5 years?
I mean, the first thing they're saying is yes. Why? And the second thing I hear is, what took you so long? And the third thing I hear them saying is, what's taking you so long? So I think Tiffany, they're showing me the longer you put it off, the more opportunity for things to happen to make it not happen, or to, so
find other things.
Your guides are saying, reconsider your timeline. Why do you have to wait so many years? Is that really necessary? Right? Nothing is ever going to be perfect. It's not ever going to be perfect. It's just not. That's the way life is. There's always going to be some reason why you can't do something. So I think that they're saying they would like for you to, they're talking about you going to visit. I don't know if you've already been or if you're planning on it next year, but they're talking about you going for an extended visit, like go for like a month or something. Just put it in gear. They said put it in gear. Oh my God. Okay. What do you got, Aley?
Great. I got here really something important, and it's living the word is perspective, but I call it living in authenticity. Do not live in someone else's reality. Focus on your inner reality and move away from living in someone else's version of you. That's what I get. And if they're saying, oh, you shouldn't go there because they don't have this, then that's their reality. I also pulled Pinnacle, which is a really cool, look at this. You're at the pinnacle, and the pinnacle is when you do it. So, within a period of time. So, yeah, looks like you also have a bright future. There you go.
And
looks like you should move.
Already planning a visit for next year. So
good.
I would say jump. Do it.
For your love. Do, 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 do. Oh, it's karaoke time. Okay. Diana Rockwell would love to know why her 3 older children are so distant, and she is missing her grandchildren growing up. She only sees them once or twice a year. They don't text or call. She's quite sad because of that.
All 3 of her
older children.
Is it from one child and 3 grandchildren, or did you say 3 children? I'm sorry.
Her 3 older children.
Yeah.
Are distant, and apparently their children are too. The grandchildren are too. She doesn't know why. Wow.
There's a lot. They're talking about a lot of things here. Um, I think you have a daughter-in-law, at least one, if not more daughter-in-laws. That seems to be there seems to be a problem with a woman with in some of these situations at least. Um, the energy is really weird. I can't, it's not like overt. It's not like you overtly did anything. And it's not like they overtly do anything. It's just a distance. And
Hmm.
it sort of happened slowly and then it got bigger and bigger and bigger. And so now it's big. Um Let me switch instead of saying why, let's switch and ask them what you can do about it.
Yep.
Okay, so they're saying that this isn't going to work for all three kids, okay, but it is going to work for two of them, which is not bad. Okay, they're talking about yeah, Anthony is saying they're hurt by something. Well, I think that's true, Anthony. I think it's older. I think there has something to do with dad, and it's older and it's drama, and they kind of didn't want the drama, so they decided to just sort of separate themselves from it. Um,
Oh.
I wasn't trying to go there because it's so old, and it's like, okay, we're all adults now. Let's just start over. Let's start over.
Hmm.
So we're going to
Hmm.
start over. So what they're suggesting is that you have to be first stand in your power. This is the theme, right? You have to stand in your power, and you have to say, call up your one of your children and say, I would like to see you. I'd like to see the kids. And here's the problem. I already see it. They're busy. Well, we're really busy. You don't understand, mom. This one does this and this one does that, and we don't have time and blah blah blah. Okay, fine. That's understandable. So can you go to, especially when COVID starts calming down, can you go to that event? Is there a school
Hmm.
play you can attend? Is there a sports match that you can attend? Is there something that you can go and
Hmm.
just slowly start being at these events? Slowly, not every single one, not every single week, but every other week or every couple of weeks, go to an event. Don't be pushy about it, because that's not going to work. But just be
Hmm.
there. Just insert yourself, and then once you're there, be very, they're telling me like a tree, like don't involve yourself too much, just be there. You need to prove to these kids that you really want to be involved, that it's not going to be one time and you're going to stop, because I think in the past you've done one time and then you've kind of been rebuffed or not felt welcome, and then you've pulled back again. But you have to get through that. If you really want to be in their lives, you have to break through that uncomfortableness
Hmm.
without being
Hmm.
pushy. So you have to be there, but just sit in the stands and say, hi, I really loved what you did, or I enjoyed your performance, whatever it is, and then leave. But you have to keep doing it. It's a long process. We're talking about over the period of a year.
Hmm.
Hopefully that makes sense.
Oh, wow. So I get trick in the Tao, and this is just amazing. It's the monkey card, really. Monkey. All right. Things may not appear as they seem to be. Don't just hear, listen. Don't just look, see. Don't just sense, feel. You are taking a risk if you insist on proceeding. Observe the situation closely, and with more information, you can see through the deception. I pulled that before Susan said anything, and as she's talking, I'm thinking this card is really telling us that you need to reach out, you need to do what you need to do, but you need to really listen. If they say, Mom, I don't like it when you do this, or Mom, every time you come, you talk about Dad, or you talk about when we were kids, or can we talk about what's going on? I don't know. I'm just saying this, that maybe this is what but listen, see, feel, understand, and go to them. Like Susan said, I was thinking as she was talking that they may not live close by. So you say to them, I know you guys are busy. I know you are. So I would love to come and visit, but I'll stay in a hotel. And,
Right.
I can, visit as that goes. You are the one that needs to go to them, because if you remember when you were younger, you didn't have time to go to your parents, and then they were gone. And I don't want that to happen to you. So good luck.
Right.
And
Absolutely. And
blessings.
just don't put
Yeah.
any pressure on it. I
Right.
feel like it's a he said, she said. I think it's between you and your husband or ex-husband or whatever, or maybe he's even crossed. I don't know. But I feel like
Uh-huh.
the kids were made to choose sides, and they decided,
Yeah.
I don't want any drama, so I don't want either one of you. And I don't
Yeah.
think that you've done anything. I just think that
No.
you've
Yeah.
been kind of banished because of the whole situation.
Yeah.
I also feel like they feel like you could have done more or something. But
Or
listen,
something. Yeah.
just keep trying gently,
Yeah.
very gently. Don't push
Yeah.
it, but be there. But you got to continue with it. You can't just do it once and go away, because, or even 3 times and go away. That just proves that you're not serious to them.
Right. But the
I don't
drama
know. It's hard.
is a big deal in families, and I can't be around it. It pushes me down. I absorb it, and I don't want it. So many times I won't go into it because I can't deal with it. So it could be that. I don't know.
Could
Yeah.
be that. Yeah.
I'm going to take one more question, because we are about an hour here. But I want to answer Ellen's question, because, I feel very badly that your friend passed. And I think that perhaps it would be nice for you to know.
Yes, Eileen, I'm so sorry about your friend
Yeah.
waiting for a lung transplant. I'm so sorry. Wife has been fundraising in honor. Does she witness all the love? Yes, I think she really does witness the love. I think that she honestly feels embarrassed by it a little bit. Like she just can't believe that the outpouring of support um, for her. I don't, Eileen, are you in the chat? She feels,
Yeah.
when I go into Michelle's energy, she feels like a person who would be not uh, gregarious, not, hey, let's party, or it's me. You know what I mean? She feels very like background. Like, I want to be in the background. I don't want people to notice me too much. I just want to, a very loving soul, a very sweet soul. Um, she's quite happy over there. She really feels like you guys are making a lot. It's like a bigger deal. It's embarrassing to her. I mean, I know it's funny. People always say, "How can spirit be embarrassed, or how can spirit be mad or happy, or want to eat food or smoke cigarettes?" The spirit that I'm talking to is not the spirit I'm talking to has to maintain their personality traits so that we know who we're talking to, right? Of
Right.
course, there's a higher part of her that is above all of that. That is way above. Our higher self is way above anything that would be human characteristics. But for us to know who we're talking to over there, and to also give us an opportunity for the healing and the personality exchange to happen, they have to have their personality traits. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so good to see you, Stone Marble. Thank you for stopping by. So
Mm-hmm.
yes, she's very embarrassed for the love and the notoriety is what she's saying, but she's happy that you guys are doing what you're doing. She's
Mm-hmm.
surprised, really actually surprised. I think you guys must have been fundraising quite a lot of money, so she's quite surprised at the amount of money that's been fundraised,
Mm-hmm.
and she's thrilled and happy, and secretly she's very girlish, very thrilled and happy, and just like, oh, it's so amazing, right? So she
Mm-hmm.
sends her love to you. And she sends her love to her partner, her wife, um, and her family. She's just showing me different things. There's dogs? Are there dogs? Or and also something about kids. I don't know if they're nieces and nephews or her kids, or but there seems to be some children or kid, not children. They might be school aged. I don't know. But she started showing me things, so I just wanted to say
Cool.
that.
Yeah. That's she's raising it. Oh, not raving it. Yeah. Yeah. You know, that's
Right.
an awesome thing to do. I get
She's
here,
saving a lot
Michelle
of money.
says that she needs to I don't know. The word is surrender. She says this is a moment of awakening and relief because it's all done. And I think she means her life. But she said, instead of fighting a battle you can't win, preserve your energy for the next strategic plan of attack because winning is ahead. And that's exactly what you're doing. I have a strategic plan of attack for those who are awaiting transplants. She says, you can't bring me back, but by doing this in my name, then you can help so many other people. So I think there is that feeling there, even though she's probably like, why are you spotlighting me, you guys? Because
She just can't believe it. I mean, she really
yeah.
can't. She was not the kind of person whose picture would be out and used in story and whatnot,
Right.
that she
Yep.
would think about. But she's happy. What is it with the children? Are you still in here? Are you guys fundraising for kids, or is there kids? There's something she's talking about with children.
Thank you, Nancy Leonard. Thanks so much. Hi,
Hi,
Greeter.
Peter TK. Yeah. So anyway, there's so much love. There's an outpouring of love from her too, just so you know.
Yeah. She's watching. Definitely watching.
She knows. She knows
She
what's
knows.
going on. She's kind of like this, like, oh my God, what are they doing?
Oh, how sweet. Well, and thank you and thank her wife for working to raise this money for these kids because, she has adult children and grandchildren. Oh,
okay. So she's talking about kids. Okay. So that's what it is.
Sending her love to the kids. Yeah.
Yeah. She wanted to make sure that the kids, the grandchildren, I mean, all of them, but yeah, right. And then also dogs, little dogs. I don't know. Somebody has little dogs. They look fluffy to me. I don't know if they're Lhasa Apsos or I don't know. They're just hairy dogs. I don't
Awesome.
know what they are.
Hairy dogs.
They're cute.
Yeah. They are cute. Well, thank you so much. Another Sunday in the can, so to speak, as far as filming it goes, and so many delightful people in the chat. As you know, we usually don't take many questions from the chat, but if we have extra time, sometimes we do. If you really want your question answered, please go to the community page and put it in for next week. Yes, that would be very helpful. Make sure you support Jen and Susan on Susan's channel on Thursday. I'll be on again, I said, on Monday with Jen. And of course, we'll be back next Sunday, and we love you all. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much. Really, really appreciate it. You guys have my heart. Thank you so much.
Yep. Have a good week, everybody.